Let's have a look at Quick View section. Quick View gives you a powerful overview on how you're performing all in one page. The feedback data is divided into useful widgets that provide different type of information that you can use on a day-to-day basis. On the left side of the top banner, you can select the desired experience point or group that you'd like to view. On the right, you can select the desired survey related to that group or experience point. Below the top banner, you can select a specific time period you want to have a look at. A super interesting and insightful possibility is that you can compare the results to past 4 weeks or past year. This is a premium feature and therefore might not be available to you. In the Summary widget, you can see how you've performed and how the feedback is divided in percentages. The total number of feedback responses per smiley is also visible here. If you have set a target for the experience point or group, you will see the target value here. Admins are able to set targets in the admin section. If you want to learn how to set a target, you can find a tutorial on targets from our Knowledge Center. In Top Follow-Ups widget, you can see the number of top highlights and pain points over the chosen time period. An automatic scrolling list of open feedback given during that time can also be seen here. The small number and arrow under the highlight or pain point shows the change from the previous equivalent time period. If there's not enough feedback, you will see a gray line instead of an arrow. Top Follow-Ups widget is not visible if there's no data or if Follow-Ups is not enabled. Results widget shows the complete results of the selected time period. You're able to discover the fluctuation of responses and changes in performance index data. See if your performance improves or declines. It's good to note that the Company Comparison Index sums up the performance index data of all the experience points of the company. The light blue line is visible in all email reports and for all users. This index is not on by default. The admin of the organization can ask HappyOrNot support to enable this feature. You can easily follow top and bottom experience points in the Ranking widget. Identify where attention might be needed and discover experience points that can provide examples on how to develop customer satisfaction. Note that the Ranking widget is only visible when you've selected a group to view, not a single experience point. The Hourly and Weekly Pattern widgets help you to identify hotspots in performance levels recurring at certain times. This heat map highlights the best and worst performance times based on the combination of satisfaction index and the number of responses collected. The Hourly widget is shown when the time filter is set to either last week or last month, and the Weekly widget when the time filter is last month. The darker green the color, the better the results compared to the average results for the period. The darker red the color, the worse the results compared to the average for the period. Gray color means average results. White color means either no results for the given period or the period is out of reporting range. Let's look at an example regarding the Hourly and Weekly Pattern widgets. In the Hourly Pattern chart, you can see here that positive and very positive feedback is given mainly on weekdays between 9 and 10 a.m., as well as 7 and 8 p.m. Negative feedback is given mainly between 2 and 6 p.m. A lot of the feedback given during the weekend, however, is mainly very negative and it's given usually between 12 and 5 p.m. This indicates that especially Saturdays and Sundays require more attention and a deeper analysis is in place to understand why this is. We can come to the same conclusion in the weekly pattern that also shows that negative feedback is given especially on the weekends. Use these charts to determine what hours or days are the ones that require attention.